Hi, everyone. Welcome to FPSAC 2020. It's my great honor to introduce you to the conference and to introduce myself. My name is Sarah Billy. I'm one of the organizers, or member of the organizing committee this year, along with a great group of people. And we are looking forward to the conference. It's going to start in just another week. So one of the events that we have planned for you is coffee break every day. And one of them, we're going to ask you to break up into small groups and introduce yourself with a little bit more than just your name and your location. We want you to give a short introduction to the kind of math that you do. So maybe we'll call it an elevator speech, because it's about as long as it takes to ride up the elevator in a tall building. So here goes. Here's my elevator speech to give you an example of what we have in mind. So I work on algebraic combinatorics with some interest in enumerative and probabilistic combinatorics as well. I do a little bit of computer science, a little bit of physics, all kinds of things. I have a bunch of projects going on right now that I'm excited about. One of them is going to be presented here at FPSAC by Josh Swanson. It's joint work with him and Matthias Kombalinka. That is on the generating function that goes with standard Young tableau, but using the major index statistic. We found some interesting properties about that. We see what kind of, it has some asymptotic normality properties, as well as we've identified the internal zeros. And we've connected it to the representation theory that goes with the covariant algebras, not just for the type A covariant algebras, but actually for all Shepard-Todd groups. So it extended really nicely. So other projects that are in progress, one is with Stark-Ledbetter. We're working on spanning line configurations, following up on the work of Rhodes and Pawlowski. It's a really fun project. If you haven't taken a look at those spanning line configurations, it's really neat. And another fun project that I'm doing right now with Jordan Weaver is on positoroid varieties. So hopefully some of that will come around in the next FPSAC. We're certainly planning on hoping at least to submit something next year. Okay, so that's what I'm up to. I'm looking forward to hearing what you're up to this summer and your kind of mathematics. And I hope to see you at FPSAC this year and hopefully meet you in person in a coming year.
Hello, everyone. I am Alejandro Morales. I'm the chair of the organizing committee for FPSAC 2020 online, and I welcome you all. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics at UMass Amherst, and I work in enumerative and algebraic combinatorics. And some of the objects that I like to work with are polytopes, and especially polytopes coming from flows on graphs. I also like to look at placements of non-attacking rooks related to matchings and generalizations to matrices over finite fields. I also like factorizations of permutations and other groups and the relation to graphs embedded on surfaces or maps like the ones here. And I also like to count standard tableau of skew shape and their generalizations and some really interesting formulas to count them using very nice combinatorial objects related to lozenge tilings. And I'll have a poster related to this with my co-author Daniel Zhu. Welcome, everyone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jang-soo Kim. I'm an associate professor at Sungkyunkwan University. I'm interested in algebraic combinatorics and enumerative combinatorics. I'm especially interested in combinatorics related to symmetric functions, Young tableau, orthogonal polynomials, and Q-series. I have a poster with Byung-ha Hwang, Jae-sung Oh, Sang-hoon Yu on the linearization coefficients of Q-Laguerre polynomials. So if you're interested, please check that out. I hope you all enjoy FPSAC 2020 online event. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laura Cromarejo, and I'm also one of the co-organizers of FPSAC 2020 in its online version. Currently, I'm a postdoc, a visiting assistant professor at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, and my research is in the intersection of algebraic combinatorics with other areas. I like to study polynomials that appear in other areas and that are very interesting from the perspective of algebraic combinatorics. For instance, I'm interested in marginal polynomials because they are related to the quantum Hall effect when you look at the different specializations of their generalizations. I'm also interested in Schubert polynomials because they are related to Schubert classes, and I would like to understand how they multiply. And another example will be the chromatic polynomials and the relation with the Heisenberg varieties. In other areas, such as stochastic analysis, there's also some combinatorics, for example, the signatures of paths has a very interesting interpretation when it comes to the shuffle algebra. I'm also interested in combinatorial problems that are related to the representation theory of finite groups. In particular, I'm interested in the combinatorial description for Kronecker coefficients and precision coefficient. In this conference, I will give one of the contributed talks about an RSK algorithm for diagonal algebras, and this is a joint work with Rosa Orellana, Franco Saliola, Anna Schilling, and Mike Zabrocki. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy the conference.
Hello, I'm Christian Gates. I'm entering my last year as a grad student at MIT. I'm advised by Alex Postnikov. In general, I'm interested quite broadly in enumerative and algebraic combinatorics and representation theory. Recently, I've been doing a lot of work with my academic brother Iwo Gao on weak and strong Bruhat order and how they relate to each other and some structural properties of each of them. I'll have a talk at FPSAC talking about separable elements of Weyl groups. So there's a notion of separable permutations, which is a well-studied class of permutations, and we generalize these to any Weyl groups. And so in the process, we generalize a lot of known results about separable permutations, but also our perspective allows us to prove some things which are new even in the symmetric group. So we resolve some problems about linear extensions of post sets and about length additive, multiplicative decompositions of the symmetric group, sort of as corollaries of that work. I'm also working on the organizing committee of FPSAC this year.
Hi everyone, my name is Helen Jenny, and I'm a member of the organizing committee for FPSAC 2020 online. I just graduated from the University of Oregon, and in September I will begin a postdoc in Tours, France. My research interests are primarily in algebraic combinatorics. For my dissertation, I studied double dimer configurations, which, roughly speaking, are collections of edges of a graph. To be a little more specific, I proved that under certain conditions, the partition function for double dimer configurations satisfies a recurrence related to the Destino-Jacobi identity from linear algebra. And I'll be giving a talk about this work during the conference. I'm currently working on 2 applications of my dissertation work. One is to a problem in the theory of cluster algebras, which is joint work with Greg Musiker. And another is to a problem in Donaldson-Thomas and Panharapane-Thomas theory, which is joint work with Ben Young and Gautam Webb. I really hope you enjoy the conference. In particular, I want to encourage you to attend the welcome reception, coffee breaks, and banquet, and email me if you have any ideas for any additional social events.
Hi everyone, my name is Sean Griffin and I'm also on the organizing committee. I just graduated from the University of Washington's PhD program, and next year I'll be at the University of California, San Diego in the fall, and then ICERN for a postdoc fellowship in the spring. In terms of research, I like to use the combinatorial properties of symmetric functions to analyze representations of the symmetric group. I'm particularly interested in representations coming from geometric constructions, including hyperplane arrangements, Springer fibers, and more generally Hessenberg varieties. At FPSAC, I'll give a talk on a connection I found between the work of Garcia and Perchesi on the cohomology of Springer fibers and work of Hagelin, Rhodes, and Shimizono on generalized co-invariant rings. I'll give symmetric function formulas unifying their formulas, and I'll explain how they're both related to the geometry of rank varieties of Eisenbud and Saltman. I hope to see you at the conference and have a great FPSAC.
Hi everyone, I am Angela Carnevale and I'm one of the organizers of FPSAC 2020 online. I am a lecturer in mathematics at NUI Galway in the west of Ireland, and I describe myself as an algebraic and enumerative combinatorialist. I am fond of Coxer groups, permutation statistics, and I enjoy working on counting problems coming from other areas of mathematics. In particular, in recent years, I've been working on combinatorial methods applied to zeta functions in algebra. And the contributed talk that I will give in a few days is based on joint work with Michael Schein and Christopher Fall exactly in this direction. I hope to see you all at the conference. Bye.